Men with abysmal records in public service now say they are on a rescue mission.
The former presidential candidate of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, Dumebi Kachikwu, has denounced the Tuesday convention held by the faction of the party-led David Mark, describing it as illegal and in direct violation of recent court ruling barring such gathering. Speaking at the press conference, Kachikwu argued that the proceeding with the convention, in defiance of the subsisting court order, reflect a disregard for democratic principles and due process. He warned that any such decision reached at such gathering could be rendered null and void.
Yesterday, the 14th of April 2026, a federal high court in Abuja issued an order in the matter between the state chairman of the ADC and the David Mark-led gang. The order said maintain status quo ante bellum. This means no congresses or convention until the matter before the court is adjudicated. Despite this order, the nation witnessed these desperate politicians hold a convention in the name of the African Democratic Congress, knowing same to have no locus before the law. Can men who continue to flout court orders mean well for the ADC or Nigeria? The simple answer is no. They have one agenda and one agenda only, and that's to instigate a complete breakdown of law and order in the country through political gangsterism. Their mission statement is, if we can't have it, no one else can. They would rather terrorists or the military take over Nigeria than for anyone else to govern this country. And they don't pretend about this. What we all witnessed yesterday was a blame game show where they all tried to outdo each other on who had the harshest words for President Tinubu and the APC government.
Kachikwu, however, revealed that the original members of the party are already making arrangements to hold a separate convention in collaboration with the Independent National Electoral Commission. According to him, a new date and time for the convention will be announced in line with the constitutional and legal requirements.
I stated that we are working within the ambits of the law, and that means that we are carrying along INEC to do this, and we are communicating with INEC. We are communicating to INEC to let them know of our proposed dates and venue. When that has been formally done, I believe the party will communicate that to the press. You made mention of doing the same thing or making the same mistake they are making. I want you to know, I want Nigerians to know that the court order preventing the David Mark-led gang from doing anything does not affect the neck of the party or the real ADC in any way. The court orders were specific to the David Mark-led gang and to Nafiu Bala, I believe. It had nothing to do with the real ADC. So that does not stop us from doing anything with our party or concerning our convention or congresses.
He further alleged that the convention was dominated by political rhetorics rather than constructive argument, noting that the participants focused largely on criticizing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the ruling party without providing concrete policy alternative. The ADC chieftain also criticized the opposing figure, including Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi, accusing them of failing to provide clear solutions to Nigeria's pressing challenges.
Isn't the job of the opposition counter arguments and proposals? These political merchants are not only clueless, but also bereft of ideas. The same way the Pharisees gathered a mob to say, give us Barabbas, is the way they gathered a mob in 2014 and 2015 to say, give us Buhari. We got Buhari. And for 8 years, we witnessed a complete grounding of our economy and way of life. Today, these same Pharisees have regrouped in the name of coalition to say, give us Atiku, give us Obi. Former Vice President Atiku is a Fulani man, but has done absolutely nothing to address the daily killing of innocent Nigerians by some of his kinsmen. What of former Governor Peter Obi? The economy of Southeast Nigeria has been decimated because of the activities of IPOB and ESN. But a man who commands a lot of popularity has not deemed it fit to call his kinsmen together to resolve their issues. This group of politicians are playing politics with the blood of innocent Nigerians because they want power.
Kachikwu warned that Nigeria's fragile political and security environment requires responsible leadership, urging political actors to avoid actions capable of escalating tension and undermining institutions. Kachikwu also called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to intensify the effort to unite the country, stressing that the need to build trust and national cohesion amid ongoing political division.
Finally, I want to address our president. President Tinubu, for 3 years, you have allowed yourself to be distracted by the political class who are mostly your friends. You have failed to unite Nigeria after a bitterly contested and disputed election. You chose to take tough decisions only a popular president would ordinarily take, even though you're not likely to win a popularity contest. You are a wartime president who is making the same mistakes your predecessors made by not galvanizing the Nigerian people behind their common enemies. Until you do this, our enemies will continue to take advantage of our differences.